What's up, everybody? Welcome to the channel. If you're watching this video, that means you're either subscribed or you just went through your girlfriend's Instagram DMs and came across our conversations and it led you here. If that's the case, then I apologize, but I'm not sorry. But that's neither here nor there. That's not important. What's important is this video. So strap on your prosthetic nuts and let's get into it. And for those of you who don't know who I am and clicked on the video, you should have kept it that way. You're gonna regret this. That was your first mistake, was clicking on this video, because if you give me attention, I will take advantage of it. And if you laugh at my jokes, I will take the next joke too far and I will end up getting canceled. But your second mistake will be not watching this video all the way through, because I'm a very insightful person and I'm successful. And if you want to be successful, keep watching. Anyways, enough of that. So we're doing a Q&A. I just made a post on my Instagram story and said, ask me questions about business and my incredibly interesting life. So I'm going to be answering those. So I'm going to be going through my DMs and answering those questions. I'm excited. This is one of my favorite videos to make because I actually get to interact with you guys and not just your girlfriends like usual. So I can't wait. So let's begin. So let us start. Okay, here we go. I'm going to start from the bottom and then just choose randomly. So the first question, Zane, can I work for you so I can gain skills for SMMA? No. Just kidding, Zane. We could talk about that later, but seriously, probably not. Okay, next question. Gloria, are you in high school? Oh, sorry. Ayo, are you in high school? How are you balancing entrepreneurship with that? LOL, your YouTube vids are a straight mood. Appreciate that. Also, guys, forgive me for this fat pimple on my face. I keep trying to pop it, so it's just making it more red. But okay, Gloria. So, no, I'm not in high school right now. I graduated last year, but yes, I was an entrepreneur while I was in high school. So how did I balance that? I created a schedule. It's all about creating a schedule. And when I say schedule, I mean schedule. You need to know what you're doing every hour of the day from the time you wake up to the time you go to bed. Let's say one of your goals is to go to the gym and become more fit. Then you need to have a set time you go to the gym every day, even if that means waking up early at like 5 a.m. That's the time you go to the gym. And then maybe you're balancing school and a job afterwards and you don't get home till 9 p.m. Then from 9 p.m. till 11 p.m., you're working on your business. So make a schedule and stick to it. Stop being such a square weenie loser and make a schedule. Okay, next question from Henry. Would you say motivation or discipline played a bigger role in getting you... Sorry, I'm about to have a stroke reading this. Use punctuation, Henry. Okay, let me try again. Would you say motivation or discipline played a bigger role in getting your social media marketing agency off of the ground and keeping you going? Do you often feel a fire inside you to succeed, or are you usually just pushing through to get your work done without really wanting to do it? I'm just messing with you, Henry. You didn't do anything wrong. I just can't read. But to answer your question, discipline is what led to success. Motivation is how it started and how I got started in my business, but motivation only lasts so long. When I first started, I purely relied on just motivation and, watching YouTube videos and feeling motivated, but that quickly led to me getting burnt out and just giving up and, not having a good business. But don't get the wrong idea. That's not to say that motivation isn't important. Motivation is important. But motivation can't be your foundation or your base. Your foundation and base has to be discipline, and then motivation is kind of just that cherry on top. At least that's how I like to think of it. Because for me, motivation, I'm like, oh, I start thinking about it, or I start seeing people around me doing these numbers, and I'm like, I could be doing those numbers in a year or two, or I could do this. And, it gets you really excited and makes you just want to jump on that business and kind of gives you that ambition. So it's a really good thing in terms of that ambition and just being excited and happy about what you're doing. But it's not, you can't rely on motivation. Discipline is the thing that's going to get you out of bed every morning after morning and make you work on your business day after day, night after night, and just keep you going for the long haul. And then Henry also says, are there any strategies you use to stay disciplined? Yeah. Of course, like I said, the schedule, but also it's a mindset thing. You got to get in the right mindset. You got to get in the habit of doing the same thing over and over again. And also for me personally, it's putting myself in the position where I have no backup plan, and you kind of just have to throw yourself into this entrepreneurship thing, and that'll get you disciplined and motivated, because it's kind of like you have no choice. For me, I make it so I have no choice. I have to do this. I have to succeed in this, or I don't know. There's no or. You have to succeed. God help me. This next question is from my brother. I guess I'll read it. Sometimes I don't mind when the water of the toilet splashes up and tickles my butthole. It's kind of nice. Should I be worried? May God help us all. I pray you don't live in the same zip code as this man. If you do, please lock your front doors and especially your back doors. But to answer your question, no, that's not weird at all. I do it all the time. Okay, next question is from Kel. Have you ever paid for a mentor / coaching in courses, or did you mainly learn through YouTube and trial and error? So I'm going to keep it real, Kel. Just about everything I've learned, and I'm serious, just about everything I've learned in my life is from YouTube. If I don't know how to set up a washer, if I don't know how to run an ad on a social media platform, if I don't know how to whatever, I watch it on YouTube and I figure it out. Every single business I've started, I've learned from scratch from YouTube. So like when I started an e-commerce store, I found out about e-commerce on YouTube and I learned from there and started my own store. And same thing with my social media marketing agency. And yes, trial and error is a big one. Everybody's different, but I'm the type of person to just like hear one thing about a business, one tiny thing like e-commerce. You can make money by doing this, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, oh my gosh. And I'll just go and start it and not know anything about it. And then just learn as I go. And as I go, when I run into a problem, I'll learn about it and like that. But other people are different and they'll just spend like 3 months or 6 months learning everything they can about e-commerce or whatever business they're starting before they do anything to start it. Which one is better to do? Neither. You need to be somewhere in the middle. You can't just rush in like I do because, I mean, that's a method, but it's kind of stupid and you're going to end up spending the same amount of time as a 3-month person who is just studying stuff. So you need to be somewhere in the middle. You can't just spend all your time studying, but you can't just jump in without studying. So you need to learn about the business, start the business, learn some more, make improvements, learn some more, do this to the business, learn some more, launch the business, blah, blah, you know, stuff like that. Kind of a mixture between the two. And then he says, have I ever paid for a mentor or coaching? No, I haven't. But again, that's just depends on the kind of person you are. I'm the kind of person that jumps forward, but these people over here, I don't know why they're over there, but those people might be the kind of people that, you know, they need their information all in one place from a course, or they need a coach or a mentor. And nothing's wrong with that method and nothing's wrong with the other method. It really just depends on you. But no, I've never paid for a course or a mentor. Then the next person says, hey Mason, how's it going? It's good. Okay, next question is from Carlos. He says, how is the hot girlfriend coming along? It's coming along good because I've had a hot girlfriend for a while now. But Carlos, judging by your profile, I think you should be worried. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, he's sexy. My bad. My bad, Carlos. Okay, next question is from Mana. She says, favorite book and or movie? Okay. Give me 1 second. Let me ponder on this. Okay, after a long thought, I've come to the conclusion that my favorite book is Rich Dad, Poor Dad, because that's the only book I read. Besides my other favorite book, Diary of the Wimpy Kid, the whole series. It's a great read, and if you want to be successful, read it. Diary of the Wimpy Kid, that is. Okay, and my favorite movie, it's got to be something classic, like Scarface, or, you know, just something like that. Or The Departed, if you've ever seen that, or Finding Nemo probably is my favorite. Okay, also she's got another question, and great question by the way. She says, also, do you think the side hustle lifestyle, such as being wealthy and living in Dubai, or just being filthy rich, is over romanticized? Okay, yeah, so great question. I'm not filthy rich and I don't live in Dubai, so why would you ask me that? No, I'm just kidding. So do I think it's over romanticized? Yes and no. I think that, yeah, if you're filthy rich and you have all that money, that it is as great as a lot of people make it seem, because in our society, if you have that much money, you can pretty much do whatever you want. However, I think that some of those people are just as unhappy, and way more unhappy than people that don't have much money at all. It really depends on the person. Like if somebody's filthy rich, but they don't have any friends, or they don't have a wife or a husband or any love life, and they're depressed because of where that road got them to, then no, they'd be way happier having less money and having friends and stuff like that for a lot of people. But for some people, you can maintain a love life or friendships and get to that point and have an amazing life. So it really just depends on the person and the situation. But some people are perfectly fine just being filthy rich and having no friends or no love life and just living their life themselves, and that's great for them. And no, it's not over romanticized for those people. It is great. So it really just depends on the person. Okay, next question from Thomas. He says, what is the benefit of being an entrepreneur? Tommy boy, if you don't know the benefit of being an entrepreneur, you shouldn't be an entrepreneur. Next question is from John. He says, what would you do if being an entrepreneur and running your own business doesn't work out? Probably your mom. No, so hypothetically, if it didn't work out in a completely different universe, what would I do? I'd probably try to go into a high-paying field. Some of those sales guys make some crazy money. You'd be surprised in the really high-paying jobs. So maybe I'd start off in a low sales job and try to work my way up, or do something like cybersecurity. I've read up on that, and it honestly sounds pretty sick. So that's what I would do. And it pains me to say, John, that that's what I would do. But yeah, that's what I would do. Besides your mom. This is a good one. Keenan says, who's your favorite YouTuber? You're looking at him, bro. What the heck? No, probably KSI or Mr. Beast, Logan Paul. All these YouTube questions coming in. He also says, what is your goals with YouTube? YouTube, spelled T-O-O-B. My goals with YouTube, to get rich and famous. Now, if I'm being real, my goal is, mainly to help people out with business, social media marketing, being an entrepreneur, and just getting your butt off the couch and doing work and accomplishing your dreams. But also, I really enjoy YouTube and I have fun making these videos by myself, as lame as that sounds. But I think it's a super cool thing, and I would love to get a following because it would really boost my ego and make me feel good about myself. But no, seriously, I would love to have a following and just be able to help people out. And I just think that would be so sick to be like a leader of entrepreneurs or young men, and or at least to go through this business stuff and entrepreneur stuff and being cool stuff with alongside a bunch of people. So yeah, that made no sense. But I think what I'm trying to say is I enjoy being a leader and helping people out. And also, this isn't what I was saying, but something that just came to mind. I just feel like nobody on YouTube in this niche is very just real and raw, and nobody's that entertaining. I'm not saying I'm super entertaining, but I'm just myself and I'm real. And, I want people to have a person to go to where somebody's going to be real and tell the truth. And I would love to be that person, but I may not be, and it may all crash and die, and so will I. Next question from, I don't know how to say that name, but they say, what is your biggest business tip? My biggest business tip? You're going to have to give me a second. I'm not sure if I had to boil it down to one tip, what it would be, but it'd be something along the lines of don't give up, keep going, keep trying. Even if you have to try your whole life, 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, keep going. And also that, so many people just get discouraged and stop so early, but failure is a part of success. Failure is not the opposite of success. It is the journey to success. A lot of people that are successful have failed more times than you have tried. So keep that in mind. That was some next level motivation right there. You can't, hey, somebody write that down. Put that in a movie, put that in a reel. Somebody make a short out of that. But let's get on to the next one. Joseph says, what is better, e-commerce or social media marketing? Bro, it just depends on who you are. No one is better than the other. It depends on your skill set, and really just depends on what you like more. Do you like talking to people more, communicating with people more, doing business to business type stuff? Or do you like e-commerce where it's a fulfillment method and you're selling a product and all this stuff? It just depends on who you are. No one is better than the other. They're both great businesses, both very profitable. It just depends on you. I've seen plenty of people hate e-commerce and they don't like it. They even might hate social media marketing, and then other people love e-commerce. Personally, I love e-commerce. I honestly have a passion for it. It's kind of weird. I feel like I just came out of the closet on that, but I do have passion for it, and I do have an e-commerce store up right now, and I'm working on it. But I also love social media marketing, and I do have a passion for that too. That's kind of like my baby. E-commerce is kind of like my hobby. Okay, next question is from David. Favorite sports teams? Yeah, I don't really watch. You think I was about to say I don't watch sports? Who do you think I am? My favorite football team is the Seattle Seahawks because my family's from Seattle, and you better believe I'm the biggest diehard fan there is. My favorite basketball team is the Oklahoma City Thunder because they used to be the Seattle Supersonics, but now they're from Oklahoma, but they're the Thunder. They used to be that team, so I'm always going to root for them. I'm still the one true fan to the Oklahoma City Thunder and always will be because they used to be from Seattle. My favorite soccer team, I guess, the Seattle Sounders because they're from Seattle, even though I don't watch soccer that much, even though I was a superstar soccer player in high school. Just saying. And then my favorite baseball team, the Seattle Mariners. And I also root for the Carolina Panthers in football, not because I hate my life, but because I am from North Carolina and I live in North Carolina. Next question is from Muhammad. He says, if you could start all over, what would you do differently? Not sure what you mean by that, my friend, because start over in what? But if you just mean in business, what would I do differently? I'd do probably a lot differently because if I had all the knowledge I had now going back, everything would be different. But that's a part of the process, is learning from your failures. So I don't really think like that. I don't really think like a loser like you do, Muhammad. Didn't I tell you to strap on your prosthetics before then? No, I'm just kidding, man. If I had to start over, though, I'd do a lot differently, and it would save me a lot of time. And I wish I could, if I'm being honest, but I can't. All right, everybody, that's all I have for you for now. I'm going to end it there, but I could keep going all day because this is quite fun. But I appreciate every one of you watching, and thanks for all the support. And I'm going to keep running this YouTube channel up, and I'm going to keep speaking the truth and being real and raw like salmon. So what I'm going to do is act like, what we're all going to do is act like I never said that. That last salmon joke, it really flopped. No pun intended. But we're going to move on from that, and we're just going to forget that happened. We're not going to speak about it again, and we're not going to rewind it and watch it again because I'm really not proud of that. But thanks everybody for watching. I appreciate you guys. Follow my Instagram in the description if you have more questions to ask me. Also join the Discord, link in the description, to be a part of a bunch of like-minded people. And yeah, I can't thank you guys enough for watching. I really appreciate it. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Let me know what you want to see in that next one, and I will see you guys then. Peace out.